Hi, I'm Susan Guthrie from Divorce in a Better Way. And today I want to talk to you all about the difficult transition that sometimes happens when you go from co-parenting together in one household to co-parenting in two households. And one of the things that I think gets lost in that mix so often for parents is they're very focused, and rightly so, on making sure the transition is smooth for their kids, but they forget that they have to adapt to it as well, that it can be quite an adjustment for us as adults to get used to that transitioning, get used to the fact that our kids are going back and forth. And so sometimes we do things that aren't helpful to the process or to our children, aren't truly supportive, even though we are trying to be supportive. And so part of this video, the reason I wanted to do this one is to just bring some awareness to some of the things that we do that are perhaps not helpful to our kids or to them having a healthy relationship with your co-parent, with their other parent. And then maybe some ways that would be more supportive, things that you can do to support your children's relationship and their time with their other parent. So here's the number one thing I see an anxious parent doing in the hopes that it's going to help the children, right? And they call or they text or they're constantly reaching out to the children while they are with the other parent in the other parent's household. And, that's a difficult thing because yes, you may be going through a little bit of separation anxiety, right? It's hard for us to adapt to the fact that our children who have usually been with us all the time are no longer with us, but they are with a parent. And so to an extent, we need to allow that relationship the breathing room and space to grow, to change, to evolve into this two household, two homes concept, right? This ability for your children to feel they have two true homes with each of their parents. So limiting that contact or keeping it brief is actually something that you can do to be supportive, right? Making sure, yes, your children know that you're there, but encouraging them to say they have a problem, to talk to their other parent who they are with about that, or holding it until they get home and talking to you about how they might have that conversation with their co-parent, your co-parent. That might be a little more supportive of that situation, right? The other thing that I see people doing, and again, I believe in many cases, this is unintentional sabotage, but it is, I think when you hear it, you'll see it, right? Is saying things like, well, if you don't like it or you get upset, or if it's really hard, just call me or I'll come get you, or this, that, or the other, right? Inserting ourselves into the parenting time of the other parent and setting up these fail safes with the kids. I mean, let me just point out, when you say to someone, if you're having a bad time with mommy, call me, I'll come get you. Did you just put the idea that they might be having a bad time with mommy into their heads? That's a possibility, right? Something that we may want to avoid doing. So those are the things, set your kids up. It's going to be great. You're going to have just as good a time there as you do here. That's your other home. You have two homes. You have two parents who love you very much. How you support your child going into that back and forth, into that two home concept is truly important. So what are some of the things you can do to be supportive? This seems super simple, but be positive. Speak positively about your co-parent. I know that's hard sometimes. Trust me, I know. I have been down this road and I have done this with so many of you over the years, right? But it is important to find something that you can be positive about. If that is hard, focus on making comments, that help your children value. I know their other parent, right? I know how much your dad loves you. I know how much your mom is looking forward to this time with you. You don't want to be speaking negatively about their other parent. Always, always, always remember that your children are 50% each of you. And if you denigrate their other parent, you are denigrating your child to their face. Do not do that. That is not supporting your child. That is very difficult for children. The other thing that you can do is, and this is for a lot of kids, I've actually seen this, personally as well. Let your kids know that you're going to be fine when they're with their other parent. Our children worry about us, and sometimes we foster that with the, I'm going to miss you so much, or it's going to be hard, or, I can't wait until you come back. We might put a little pressure on our kids there, that they are somehow responsible for the fact that we're going to be lonely, sad, or counting the minutes until they come back. Certainly you want them to know you love them and that you're looking forward to their coming back. But how about a little bit of mommy or daddy is going to be okay while you're away? And always be emphasizing that it's important for them, and you're supportive of them having that time with their other parent. And do the little things. And again, I know this is hard. And this goes to, I had that client who once said to me, every time she took the high road, she had to say in her head, I have to love my children, or I do love my children more than I hate my ex, or I dislike my ex, or whatever that might be. When your co-parent's birthday comes up, when Father's Day or Mother's Day comes up, special days, something happens in their lives, be supportive of that. Help your children celebrate it. You don't have to celebrate it, but support your children doing that. Regardless, by the way, if your co-parent does the same things. I always hear this, but they didn't get the kids anything for me for Mother's Day, Father's Day, or something. All right, they didn't. Who are you supporting here? Your co-parent or your children? Do it for your kids. And then, one of the things, and I think that this is also human nature, is it's very difficult for us sometimes to hear from our kids that they had a great time at the other parent's household, right? We're kind of like, wow, do they love the other parent more? No, they don't love their other parent more. They love their other parent and they love you. So when your kids are telling you what happened when they were with mom, when they were with their other dad, or, be sure that you are, showing some genuine interest and be happy for them. It means that they have a good relationship that is healthy and what is best for your children. So quick tips there. I do want to say there's a lot more. If you all know, if you follow me at all, listen to the podcast, Divorce and Beyond. Christina McGee, Parenting Apart. This is actually information that I've learned being a follower and just adherent to Christina's parenting principles. This is just a little tidbit of what you might find in her book. Please get the book. You can get it on the Divorce and Beyond podcast recommended reading page. So divorceandbeyondpod.com, go there, you can get it on Amazon. Fantastic resource for you. It's like a little encyclopedia, but I hope that this helps because I know that this is hard and you're forging new pathways, but it's important in your love for your children that you have to set aside perhaps your difficulty with their other parent. So I'll see you soon on Divorce in a Better Way. And thanks for joining me.